Nice little towel whipped up for me there by the wife. She says I sound like a bloody robot when I'm filming these things. Relax, she says. Try drinking more. Last thing you want is me half drunk on the internet. But anyway, I had a couple of questions asked me how I made the sieve in the top of this little fry pan. So I was just going to do a quick update and show you. Just switch it off. I also put in a new heater in this today, as the 200 watt one was struggling. I've also cleaned this out already. I mean, it's quite simple. I got these boxes from the range. Take the lid off, turn it upside down, and I cut the centre out of both parts. Took the top one out again. Silicone the screen in all the way around, and then put that back in. So what you're left with is this. Used aquatic silicone. Very simple but very effective. And it works a treat. It'll do for now. Now the wife whipped that towel up in her craft room, which is probably why she never complains about how expensive my hobby is. Hers is just as bad. Fryer doing great. Looks a bit cloudy because I mixed up the K1 as it was sitting in one area. Also used a pair of Lasses tights around the pump to stop the fry getting stuck. Seems to work. I just wanted to get them out of the keep net, and I definitely prefer it better like this. Feeding well too. I did have a couple of questions about the parameters. Right, this is a pretty new pond itself, and the parameters on this pond, I'm sort of just testing every week. I never had an issue because I had these fish in a very large holding tank while this was being built, and I used the water out of the holding tank and the media out of the filters is the same. So the only sort of new pond syndrome I had was the liner, but the algae growth on the liner's coming on well now, so parameters in this water are pretty good. This fry one though, I did have a bit of an ammonia spike on it. Only up to 0.2, but it was enough. So I just did a 50-50 water change on that. 50%, not 50-50. And the current temperature's 23 degrees anyway, so. As I said, I did put a bigger 500 watt heater in there because the 200 was struggling a bit. It was dipping a bit in the evenings. It was an old heater anyway, old aquarium heater, so now that there's a bigger heater in it, it should stop any fluctuations in temperature overnight. So that's pretty much it anyway. It was just a quick update to let you know how I produced that sieve on the top. I must admit, I read some bad reviews about these floating skimmers. I thought I would regret not building one in, but I mean, this thing's great. I only wanted it to keep the foam from the surface that the shower created at the start. But I think as long as you're not expecting it to filter your water on its own, it works absolutely fine. It does pop up out of the water now and again, as said, but like James says, Koi Whisperer, just get all the bloody air out of it, and you know, I don't have much issues with it, to be fair. It does what I want it to do, so I can't complain, to be honest. They do get a bad rep, but it works for me. Cheers anyway for watching.